Hi and welcome to a rather warm video update for this week. Obviously we have returned today having had a 2-day enforced school closure. Thank you very much for all your support during that time. I know it would have impacted things at home. It was a very, very difficult decision to make. We never closed the school lightly. We had to respond to national weather warnings that were red, which is danger to life, particularly transport and in the school. We believe it was the right decision. The school is very hot again today, but not as intensely hot as the last 2 days. We're making adaptations, so we've kept our uniform adaptations. You can see me in my PE kit, and we've encouraged students to wear their PE kit, or if they are wearing uniform, to take their ties and jumpers off, obviously. And we'll continue that into next week, and we'll write to confirm that later on today. We encouraging students to bring in a refillable water bottle like mine, and giving them lots of opportunity to visit the water fountains to fill those up between lessons, to make sure that they're hydrated. And we've amended the curriculum a little bit, so things like reducing the amount of physical activity in PE lessons and avoiding the absolutely hottest rooms in the school, which are normally on the top floor. Next week, the temperature is hopefully going to drop a little bit. It will remain warm, but we have our transition week. And so on Monday evening, we have invited our parents of our new Year 6 into Year 7 students at 6 until 7 o'clock for a talk from myself and Mrs Powell, Deputy Head Teacher, chance to meet Head of Year and tutors. And then the next 2 days, on the Tuesday and the Wednesday, the children come in, meet their tutors, spend some time with them, understand a little bit more about the school and how we operate, and experience some lessons across the 2 days. Last week I visited the Spitfire Hangar, which is a conference and cafe area in the Brabazon estate. We are going to hold our award ceremony there this year as a trial. They're working with us in terms of community link. It's a fantastic facility. If you've not been there, I strongly recommend you go there. There's a lovely cafe that serves 7 days a week, and we're going to try it and see how it works as a venue for our awards. We have written to our award winners and their parents, inviting them to that event. Please, if you receive that invite, please do respond as soon as you can so we know numbers, and we look forward to welcoming you all to that event. Next week, on Thursday, we have our Year 11 prom, our final event with our Year 11 students until they come in to get their results in the summer, but a chance for us to say goodbye to them in a very formal way. We will get dressed up, suited and booted and in our dresses, and have a fantastic evening. Really looking forward to that, and I know that it'll be a great evening. Looking forward to seeing them there. I asked you to feedback on some values that we were considering rebranding our vision and values. It's been in place now kind of 3 or 4 years, a chance to refresh in line with our ongoing improvement journey. Thank you to the parents who took the time to respond there. That will really shape our view moving forward. We've consulted with staff as well, and their views will be taken on, and we're going to obviously consult with the most important people in our school, which are our students, and get their views on the values. We're not going to rush it. We were going to try and get it through for September, but because of various things, we're just going to take a time. It's really important that we get the vision, the values right for our future direction. They play such a big part in the culture of the school. So we're just going to pause a little bit, continue that work in the next academic year, and then launch our new vision and values some point during next academic year. Attendance remains a key priority for us. Obviously in this hot weather, and there's a tendency to think, oh, maybe we shouldn't go to school. We closed the school for 2 days, but we are now open and we need students in school. And if they're feeling hot and bothered, or if they're feeling poorly, please send them into school. We will look after them, make sure they're hydrated and make sure they're okay. It struck me today as I was teaching a maths lesson on independent events in probability in maths, that if a child misses that, they probably will never have that lesson again. We might recap it, we might do some retrieval practice, we might go over it in revision, but they'll never receive that input again. And that's a key building block for maths that they may miss. And that would be the same in English and in history and in physical education and in languages. And some parents are saying, well, attendance of 90% isn't that bad. Any attendance under 90% by the government's terms is viewed as persistently absent. And I did a little bit of maths and worked out that I reckon if you have attendance of 90%, you miss about 20 days of school. And if you think there's 6 lessons a day, that's 120 lessons missed. You think about the lost learning, even though 90% sounds okay. So it's really, really important that we strive for 100% to attend school every single day, and we really appreciate your support in that. We continue to teach the students right until the end of the term. Please don't think there's a drop off in what we do. We don't. We keep teaching, so every lesson, every day really does count. Obviously, we teach up to the end of term until our last week, which is our enrichment week, and we have our fantastic trips, which are kind of social emotional type trips. We have our sports days, and then we finish early on the final day for 12:20 finish. More details to come on that in my next video update. Many thanks.